Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome back to your space. The energetic current surrounding you right now is absolutely electric, vibrating with a frequency of profound change and undeniable magnetic pull. Someone from your past is completely heartbroken, meticulously planning their next move in the shadows, while a fiery new soul is watching your every step with overwhelming fascination. Meanwhile, everything you have been silently manifesting is rapidly colliding into your physical reality. Let us dive straight into what the universe needs you to know right now. I see the Nine of Cups already resting on the table, setting the ultimate foundation for this entire reading. If you are familiar with the esoteric language of tarot, you know that this is the ultimate wish fulfillment card. This is not just a fleeting moment of happiness. This is the universe delivering the exact reality you have been cultivating in your mind, your prayers, and your quietest moments of hope. The imagery here speaks of deep emotional satisfaction. You have gone through the trials, you have weathered the storms, and now you are sitting in a place of immense emotional abundance. Whatever you have been secretly working toward, whatever visions you have held on to when no one else believed in them, they are materializing. I am picking up on a profound sense of relief washing over you. You are no longer chasing, you are attracting. You are becoming the living embodiment of your own desires. This energy is incredibly potent, signaling that the waiting period is definitively over. The cups are full, the emotional reservoir is overflowing, and you are stepping into a timeline where you are truly satisfied with the reflection staring back at you in the mirror. But as this personal victory unfolds, the dynamics around you are shifting intensely. Right beside your fulfillment, I see the King of Swords making his presence known. Immediately, the temperature in the room drops. This is a very specific, calculated energy. This card represents someone from your past, someone who operates heavily in their intellect rather than their heart. They might have heavy air sign placements, or perhaps they embody that stoic, unyielding Capricorn energy, someone who builds fortresses around their vulnerabilities. To the outside world, and especially to you, they portray a facade of absolute emotional control. They want to appear detached, analytical, and entirely unbothered by your absence. They pride themselves on logic and refuse to let their masks slip. When you last interacted with them, they likely gave you nothing but cold rationality, leaving you feeling emotionally starved. They built a wall of silence and pride, convincing themselves that they did not need you, that they could easily walk away and maintain their sovereignty. However, beneath that rigid exterior, the narrative completely shatters. Directly beneath the King of Swords, I see the Three of Swords piercing through the veil. The truth is, this person is completely and utterly heartbroken. The pain they are experiencing is visceral, sharp, and relentless. They thought they could outsmart their own feelings, but the reality of your detachment has hit them like a physical blow. In the quiet hours of the night, when the logic fades, they are consumed by the realization that you have pulled your energy back. They can feel the spiritual cord between you stretching and snapping. You are no longer waiting for them. You are no longer making excuses for their emotional unavailability, and this realization is driving them to the brink of despair. They are obsessively strategizing, trying to figure out how to re-enter your atmosphere without looking foolish or desperate. They want to initiate a conversation that seems casual, perhaps asking for closure or offering a logical reason to connect, but do not be fooled. The underlying motive is sheer desperation. They are bleeding emotionally and are desperately seeking the comfort of your presence to heal the wound they inflicted upon themselves. The connection between you two is not ordinary, which is why I now see the Lover's card emerging. This confirms that this was never just a casual encounter. There is a deep, resonant soul tie here, a karmic knot that has bound your spirits together across time. The Lovers speak of monumental choices, divine mirrors, and the undeniable spiritual gravity that pulls two people together. They recognize now that what you shared was rare, a once-in-a-lifetime alignment that they foolishly took for granted. They are looking back at the memories, idealizing the connection, and realizing that you were the ultimate mirror to their soul. But this realization is complicated by the presence of the devil card right next to it. This past connection was heavily tainted by toxic attachments, ego battles, and obsessive control. The devil introduces a darker, more intense, Scorpio-like undertone to their current state of mind. They are not just missing you, they are spiritually fixated on you. They are monitoring your digital footprint, asking mutual acquaintances about you, and feeling a possessive jealousy when they see you thriving without them. Their desire to return is heavily fueled by the fear of losing their grip on you forever. They are trapped in the self-made prison of their own ego, chained to the memory of your light, completely unable to move forward while you are effortlessly ascending. Contrasting this heavy, suffocating energy from the past, the atmosphere suddenly ignites as I see the King of Wands. The shift in frequency is staggering. This is a completely different individual, someone entirely new, or someone who has been silently admiring you from a distance, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The King of Wands is pure fire, passionate, bold, charismatic, and unashamedly driven. While the past person is paralyzed by overthinking, this new person is propelled by action and desire. They have been studying you, watching the way you move, the way you speak, the way you carry your independence, and they are utterly captivated. Their attraction to you is not just physical, it is an intense, consuming fascination with your essence. They daydream about you, vividly constructing scenarios of what it would be like to stand beside someone as powerful as you. Yet, despite their natural confidence, they are feeling incredibly intimidated. They sense your high value. They can see that you are elevating, that you are not desperate for attention, and that you have built a life of stability and joy on your own. They look at you and see a sovereign individual, and it makes them hyper-aware of their own need to step up. They feel the presence of competition, assuming that someone as magnetic as you must have countless suitors vying for your attention. This assumption is creating a beautiful urgency within them. They know that if they hesitate, they will lose the opportunity of a lifetime. The King of Wands does not sit on the sidelines for long. They are currently gathering their courage, pushing past their fear of rejection, and preparing to make a direct, undeniable move towards you. They want to sweep you off your feet, offering a connection that is adventurous, warm, and entirely free from the exhausting mind games of the past. As we pull back to look at your personal trajectory amid this romantic chaos, the blinding light of the Sun card illuminates the entire spread. The Sun is the ultimate affirmation from the universe, the pinnacle of joy, vitality, and unhindered success. All the shadows of your past, the confusion, the delays, and the heartbreak are being incinerated by this brilliant energy. You are stepping into a period of absolute radiance. When the sun appears, it signifies that the universe is shining a massive spotlight on your authentic self. You are no longer hiding, you are no longer playing small, and you are no longer dimming your light to make others comfortable. You are vibrating at such a high frequency that your mere presence is intoxicating to those around you. The manifestation power of the Nine of Cups is supercharged by the Sun. You are going to see tangible, undeniable rewards for the relentless inner work and physical effort you have poured into your life. Financial blessings, career breakthroughs, and profound personal peace are raining down upon you. But it does not stop there. I see the Empress gracing the table, elevating your energy from mere happiness to absolute divine sovereignty. The Empress represents the highest manifestation of abundance, creation, and irresistible magnetism. You are practically glowing with fertility, not necessarily in the literal sense, but in the fertility of your ideas, your projects, and your overall life path. You are sitting on your throne, grounded in your worth, surrounded by the beautiful reality you have cultivated. The Empress does not chase. She simply exists in her power, and everything naturally flows towards her. You have realized that your energy is your greatest currency, and you are treating it with the utmost respect. This is why both of these individuals are so drawn to you. They are not just looking at an attractive person, they are witnessing an empress in her full glory, commanding respect and exuding an aura of untouchable grace. The people who once doubted you, the ones who tried to belittle your ambitions or compete with your light, are now forced to sit in the audience and watch your magnificent ascension. Their jealousy and petty gossip cannot even penetrate your energetic shield. It simply bounces off your aura and returns to them, leaving them to choke on their own bitterness. Alongside the Empress, the Queen of Wands makes her fierce appearance, solidifying your newfound unshakable confidence. You are fiercely protective of your boundaries. You are passionate, driven, and fiercely independent. The Queen of Wands knows exactly who she is and what she deserves. You are looking at the potential return of the King of Swords and the passionate approach of the King of Wands, and instead of feeling anxious or overwhelmed, you are entirely amused and in control. You are holding the wand of your own destiny. You realize that you hold the ultimate veto power over who gets access to your incredible energy. You are no longer a victim of circumstance or emotional manipulation. You are the director of your own life, moving with a bold, unapologetic swagger that leaves everyone in awe. This monumental shift in your reality is not an accident. It is the result of a massive spiritual purging. This is why I see the Judgment card appearing. Judgment is the ultimate wake-up call, the cosmic trumpet announcing the end of an era and the birth of a new timeline. You have gone through a profound period of inner death and rebirth. You have evaluated your past, recognized the karmic loops you were stuck in, and made the conscious, difficult decision to completely detach from the dead weight. This card signifies absolute absolution and spiritual awakening. You are answering a higher calling, shedding the skins of your past selves that were defined by trauma, insecurity, and codependency. You are looking back at the King of Swords, at the toxic environments you used to tolerate, at the smaller versions of yourself, and you are definitively closing the door. The Judgment card promises that this release is permanent. You have learned the soul lessons. You have balanced the karmic scales. You are rising from the ashes of your old life, completely transformed and ready to embrace a reality that matches your elevated vibration. As we draw this reading to its powerful conclusion, the High Priestess reveals herself, urging you to trust the profound wisdom echoing within your spirit. You are deeply connected to the divine right now. Your intuition is razor sharp, functioning like an internal compass that cannot be deceived. When the past person reaches out, or when the new person makes their move, you will not need to ask anyone for advice. You will feel the absolute truth in your bones. The High Priestess reminds you that the veil between the physical and spiritual realms is incredibly thin for you right now. Pay attention to your dreams, the synchronicities, the sudden flashes of knowing. You are being guided by unseen forces, protected by your spiritual team, and completely aligned with universal truth. Do not let the logical mind or the opinions of others override that deep, silent knowing within you. You have access to ancient wisdom, and it is illuminating every step you need to take. Finally, the wheel of fortune turns in your absolute favor, sealing this entire reading with the promise of divine timing and destined success. The struggles of the past were merely the downward turn of the wheel, necessary lessons to prepare you for this magnificent upward trajectory. Fate is actively orchestrating events behind the scenes to bring you exactly what you deserve. The spontaneous messages, the sudden opportunities, the financial windfalls, and the emotional breakthroughs are all part of a grand, beautiful design written in the stars for you. You have mastered the lessons of the cycle, and now the universe is spinning the wheel to deliver your rewards. This is your moment of absolute triumph. The wishes are manifested, the past is finalized, the future is incredibly bright, and you are standing in the center of it all, a beacon of power and grace. You have walked through the fire, and you have emerged as pure gold. Trust your journey, protect your beautiful energy, and prepare to receive the absolute best that this universe has to offer. You are entirely ready.